Hi guys, what's up? This is your Tech. Today I will explain the best processor and 2020 the best CPU processor for your PC from Intel and AMD. The both companies are major in the processing manufacture in the computer. The best CPU AMDRyzen is the 3900X is the cores 12 threads 24 base locking 3.8 GHz boost clock in the 4.6 GHz cache memory 64 MB temperature in 105 watt consumption and the PCIe 4 lanes and 16. The price is 52,500 in online and also offline some variation 1,000 rupees variation is available. The incredible performance this processor and the beat Intel of the same price. The including heatsink may not be enough. It is the single core performance still behind. The faster AMD CPU for gaming, excellent for non-gaming use too, decent cooler including slight slower than to i9 10th gen processor. It is gaming limited overclocking. The best CPU AMDRyzen, the core 16 and threads 32, AMDRyzen 3950X, the best in CPU AMDRyzen 9 series and 3950, the core 16 and threads 32, base clock 3.5 GHz, boost clock is 4.5 GHz, cache is 64 MB and TDP is the 105 watt power consumption is the architecture Gen 2 and socket is AM4, the cheaper than the HDD, the PCIe 4, the need extra cooling and the limited gaming advantage, best high performance value, overclockable high boost frequency, reasonable price for core, power efficiency, compatible with most AME4 board, require brief cooling. The best enter level CPU AMDRyzen 3 version 3010 the best enter level CPU AMDRyzen 3 and 3100 CPU. The PC gaming just go to cheaper. The cores is a 4 and threads is the 8. The basic clocking frequency is the 3.5 GHz. The boost clock frequency is the 3.6 GHz. The cache memory is the 16 MB, TDP was power consumption wattage is 65 watt. The excellent performance affordable, does not stack up much power, not as for the 3300 is maybe bottleneck high-end GPUs. The budget-minded consumers, you missed this. The third generation Ryzen handle 1080p gaming purpose. The best gaming CPU AMDRyzen 3300 model. It is new budget gaming chip. It is the core threads, the basic clock speed frequencies 3.5 GHz, the boost clock speed frequencies of 4.3 GHz, the cache memory is the 16 MB, TDP is the power consumption 65 watt, the architecture Gen 2 socket AM4, the excellent multi-full core performance affordable mid-range gaming performance for cheap, not a arc jump over Ryzen 3300 not a jump over the Ryzen 3100 advertisements, the low pricing and the great gaming performance, solid TIM, overclocking ceiling and the PCIe 4 inference power efficiency, the bundle of cooler. The best mid-range CPU AMDRyzen 5 3600 is the performance is the budget. The cores is 6, threads is 12 and the basic clock frequency 3.8 GHz, boost clock frequency is 4.4 GHz. The cache memory is 32 MB. The power consumption of the TDP is the 95 watt. Is the architecture Gen 2 and socket AM4. Price is available on 20,200. Excellent performance, affordable including cooler with more threads on the Intel Core i5 and 9th generation. This mind range graphic cards deliver impress multiple threads performance. The best mid-range CPU leading the gaming and application performance. PCIe 4 version, the handle cooler and the power consumption unlocked multiple require expensive X570 motherboard or PCIe 4. The extremely limited manual auto overclocking this Hi friends, the next chip. The best VR CPU Intel Core i5 10th Gen 10600K model. The hyper threading for everyone. The cores are 6, the threads are 12. The basic clock speed 3.5 GHz. The boost clock speed 4.7 GHz. The cache memory is the 64 MB. TDP watt is the 105 watt power consumption. The architecture comment like the socket is a 1151, excellent multi-core performance this processor. The affordable good thermal performance and the no PCIe 4 not supported is 3 only supported. The high power consumption best overall. The low for thread pricing. The leading gaming performance, strong signal and multiple threads workload, overlapping headroom. The relative easy to cool. The PCIe 3 version is available. No bundle of coolers including the required new motherboard, 10th gen motherboard. The best video editing CPU AMDRyzen, the 3700 series, the best performance for the most people. The Core 8 Thread 6 BS clock 3.6 GHz, boost clock speed 4.4 GHz. The cache memory is the 32 MB. The TDP is the 65 watt power consumption. PCIe 4 version supported. Lens is the 16. The price is the online price is 30,840. Incredible prices performance. The operable including cooler, single thread performance still follows behind the Intel. The super multiple use CPU, it is excellent or performance. The good platforms cooler including large behind the i7 9th generation and for the gaming limited overclocking potential. The best value over value super PCIe 4 supported. It is the bundle of cooler unlocking multiple and the compatibility with the X470 motherboards and sold. The require of the expensive X570 motherboard PCIe 4 supporting the limited overclocking headroom. The best budget CPU AMD Athlon 300G is the best value performance is the Core 2 and Threads 4. Basic clock speed is the 3.4 GHz. Boost clock speed is the 4 GHz. It is the cache memory is the 4 MB is the TDP 35 watt. Is the incredible cheap, lower power usage, not power enough to demand to task. The best HTPC CPU AMDRyzen 5 version 3400G model. It is the best for the 720p gaming. The cores are 4 and threads are 8. Is the basic clock speed 3.5 GHz. The boost clock speed is 4.2 GHz. The cache memory is the 4 MB. The thermal power consumption is the 65 watt. The PCIe 3 version lens 8. The architecture Gen plus socket is the AM4. It is surrounding marketing price is 13,199 rupees affordable. The Radeon Vega graphic bundle cooler, the lower performance applications of the alternative, the cheap CPU with the integrated graphics, ultra budget building, that has integrated graphics where very well priced, can handle 1080p, needs the motherboards with video ports only for CPU cores, older Gen 2 architecture, the high frequency, the possible to 1080p into 720p gaming, auto overclocking, and support the solid bundle cooler, low performance application, then alternative small performance advantages over previous generations. The best performance processor AMDRyzen Threadripper. It is the 3960X model, the perfecting the threading line. The cores are 24 cores, threads are 48. The basic clock speed is 3.8 GHz. The boost of clock speed 4.5 GHz. The most of this. The cache memory is 128 MB supported. The power consumption is also more, is the 280 watt power consumption. The PCIe 4 is supported. This motherboard is TRX40 motherboard, AMD motherboard supported. Excellent single and multi-thread performance, compact price, not a backward of the compatibility. Hi friends, this is another Intel Core processor i9. Is a 10th gen 10900K Intel Core processor. It is the Comet Lake flagship and the faster gaming CPU overall. The cores are 10, the threads are 20, the basic clock speed is 3.5 GHz, the turbo clock is 5.3 GHz, the overclocking speed also provided 5 GHz to 5.3 GHz typically. The cache memory is 20 MB, the TDP power consumption is 9.5 watt power consumption, the PCIe 3 lanes open, and the 6, the faster gaming performance, the overclocking potential, GPS for gather input and frames per second, top performance required power is the, you will need this, invest this Z490 motherboard minimum. The AMDRyzen 5 2600 model processor. It is good budget option for the gaming build. The core 6 threads 12. The best clock speed is 3.4 GHz. The turbo clock speed is the 3.9 GHz. Overclocking provided is the overclocking. It is the turbo speed is the 4 GHz to nearly 4.1 GHz. The going is this typically. The cache memory is the 16 MB. The power TDP power CPU consumption is the 65 watt power consumption. The PCIe 3 version supported, length is 16. The price is 12,794 only. The excellent cost wise performance is the equivalent, can be overclocked, cooler, and including not great for maximum frames. Example esports. It is no PCIe 4 supported like the new AMD CPUs. Some sockets are AMD 4 motherboards. This Intel Core 5 in 9th generation 9400F processor. It is a great budget friendly option to Intel bundle. It is the cores are 16 and the threads are 6 and basic clock speed is 2.9 GHz. Turbo clock speed is the 4.1 GHz. Overclocking is not provided, and the cache memory is 9 MB. TDP is a 65 watt power consumption CPU. The PCIe 3 version supported. Lens is 40. The price is marketing 13,983 rupees only. The affordable mid-range performance is available in this processor. The cooler including in this box. No overclocking this processor. Only 6 cores. Not ideal for the high-end GPU. The motherboard support H370 motherboard at least to get cooler in this box. The Intel Core i7 9th generation processor, 9700K processor, the excellent gaming performance, low price. It is the cores are 8 and the threads are 8. The basic clock speed 3.6 GHz, turbo clock speed 9.4 GHz, overclocking is the cache is the 12 MB and TDP is the power consumption of this processor is 95 watt. PCIe 3 support, lens are 16. The processor price is the 40,699. The excellent gaming performance, 8 high-speed cores, no hyper-threading, limited overclocking. AMDRyzen. This is the 5th gen and 3600 model reliable mid-range CPU. Its cores are 6 and threads are 12 and the basic clock speed is 3.4 GHz, turbo clock speed is 4.2 GHz, overclocking is the cache is 32 MB. TDP is the power consumption of this CPU, 65 watt power consumption. PCIe 4 slot supported. Lens is 16. The price is available on market 17,103 rupees only. The low price for the 6 core 12 threads GPU. Very secure and reliable CPU. The good pairing with the AMD GPU. Not the best for high-end gaming building. Please subscribe my TechDude channel. Please like my TechDude channel. Thanking you once again, your TechDude.